Hi everybody. Just wanted to post another update. So today is Friday, May 15th, 2015. I had my gastric sleeve on Monday the 11th. I was discharged yesterday from the hospital. Today was a rough day. It was a rough night last night. It was really hard to get rest. Just felt nauseous even though I'm on two different kinds of medications for nausea. Felt nauseous all through the night, and I woke up this morning and I was in pain too. And then when I finally did sleep and I woke up this morning, and today was the day that I was to start, my metabolic supplements and vitamins, and so I decided to take some pain medication first, and just the nausea just kind of never went away, and threw up several times today, and just in a lot of pain today. It just miserable. I mean, quite honestly, I'm just miserable today. I felt like maybe, I probably should have stayed at the hospital another day. Couldn't keep anything down. Just super emotional too. And I'd read in some different literature that a lot of people that have the weight loss surgery go through, particularly women, go through mood changes because, you're off if you're on birth control, you're off your birth control for a couple of weeks before your procedure and then a couple of weeks afterwards. So your hormones are out of whack. And I just kind of today was just feeling like, when is this miserable feeling going to end? So again, I really want to stress to anybody that is going to have the gastric sleeve and is looking for information, really follow your doctor's orders. I think something that is a big adjustment, even though I knew that this was going to happen, is making sure that, I take small sips of something. So, for example, at the hospital, they had these little 1 ounce cups, and 1 ounce is approximately, they tell you, is about 4 sips. So it's really hard to kind of get accustomed to taking these really small sips of water or broth or whatever it is that you're having. It's particularly difficult when you're trying to take medication. I have this oral painkiller that's like an acetaminophen with codeine, and it tastes horrible. I mean, the taste is just horrible. And so trying to sort of like down that, you really can't. But when you're having as much nausea as I've been having, which happens in about 1 in 2 to 1 in 300 people that have this procedure have extreme nausea to deal with afterwards. It's very important that you take small sips, that you just really, it's going to take you forever to get, things into your system, but you really have to be very conscious about that, and make sure that you're not taking too big of gulps, because then that will just really exacerbate your nausea even more. My fiance got me some like Pedialyte on his way home from work tonight. So I had about 1 ounce of Pedialyte because my electrolytes are just shot. I mean, at the hospital before they discharged me, I was on a potassium drip. My magnesium and my potassium numbers were pretty low. So just trying to replenish my body of my electrolytes. I was able to keep a little bit of broth down, had about 1.5 ounces of broth this evening, and had about kind of like about that much of the top of a sugar-free popsicle. Fingers crossed so far. I've been able to keep those two things down. So just the nausea really comes it's like a roller coaster ride. But today, for most of the day, it was just, I was pretty miserable. So I got to keep telling myself it's a process, and I just need to be patient, and I need to really follow my doctor's orders and really follow this program, and that everything's going to be okay. But when you are just feeling miserable and you're just retching and you have nothing left to throw up because there is just nothing left in your body, you think, God, what did I do? Was this worth it? What did I do? And I know that I made the right choice, and I know that everything is going to be fine in the end. It's just I have to really keep reminding myself of that as I'm going through this, because it can be really it can be really difficult to see that when you're in the muck of it. So I'm in a kind of a stable place right now, feeling physically. My nausea, I think, is under control for at least right now. So I'm going to take advantage of that and take a painkiller, because the pain is just, that's another thing. The pain is just constant. So that's another thing to sort of be prepared for. But I'm going to take my painkiller and see if maybe I can get some rest, because you don't get much rest when you're in the hospital, because they're always coming in and checking your vital signs, and so you're not getting long periods of rest. And last night I didn't get that either, because of the way that I was feeling. So I'm hoping that tonight I'll get a little bit more rest. So again, I hope that these videos are informative. The advice, the things that I share, these are purely based on my experience as I go through the experience in real time. I hope that they're informative or entertaining or whatever. And I appreciate everyone that is watching these, and I hope that I can provide some insight into what I'm going through right now, into my journey on this. So thank you everyone for watching, and good night, Internet.